Hi and welcome. In this episode, we're announcing the winner of the giveaway for a great book called Cabin Porn Inside. The lucky commentators named in the first comment of this video. Thank you for those who participated. There'll be more chances to win in the near future. As always, thank you for joining in this journey. Meet GGL House designed by studioag Arquitetura. The GGL House, located in Sao Paulo City, Brazil, was designed for a young couple. A narrow and long share plot was designed to use the space in the best manner. The upper bulk of the residence arises as reinterpretation of the traditional houses with gable roof drawing, respecting the language of the adjacent houses of the neighborhood. The facade, built with metal profiles clad on the front and the back by a high-pressure laminate panel, has extended durability. From a pre-existing scenario, the pursuit of the new and unusual was the strongest issue of the project. With a contemporary architecture, it uses classic and modern elements, creating a mix of styles which balance two aspects, beauty and comfort. With an extensive program, its distribution offers 3 floors plus the rooftop. The social area of the house is located on the ground floor. A lowered block coated in expanded metal screen hosts the kitchen, service area, and open living room with direct access to the garden. Another emphasized point of the house is the side fair-faced concrete wall, where it was built in a metallic stairs casting which allows the light that comes from the door of the access to the solarium to reach the lower floors. A vertical garden was created in the side and in the back wall in order to harmonize with the garden of the adjacent house. The upper bulk hosts the private area of the house, composed by 3 suites and a living room. In this block, it was elaborated the idea of full and empty, explored by the rips that emphasize the natural lighting influence during the day in the rooms. The gable roof was asymmetrical, designed in order to provide a room for the solarium, space of contemplation of the treetops, where the ridge of the roof achieves the maximum height authorized by the law. The swimming pool was the highest of the project, located in a mandatory setback of 150 meters in one of the sides of the house. It optimizes the space that in advance would be unused. The basement floor hosts the garage and the technical area of the house. Let's visit Hale Lana house designed by Olson Kundig architects. This 17,200 square foot family retreat on Hawaii's Big Island takes the form of several canopy-like pavilions dispersed around the site, linked by elevated wooden lanais and a series of gardens. Hale Lana, which translates to floating home, appears to hover over the site's lava fields and dense gardens. Expansive ocean views which stretch to Hale volcano on nearby Maui. The ultimate design goal was to balance transparency and enclosure to create a home that would function for the couple, their extended family, and for large gatherings while maximizing connection to the Hawaiian climate and landscape. The entry approach winds through a densely landscaped area with large trees, berms, and lava fields before opening to a view through the house to Maui in the distance. The main house is wrapped in sliding window walls opening to covered lanai which link to the home's other 4 buildings, the cabana, the master suite, the guest suite, and the garage. Cantilevered double-pitch roofs in the Big Island style create deep canopies that encircle the buildings and their lanai, allowing the pavilions to open completely to ocean breezes while protecting from solar gain. Operable shutter screens let the family tune each building to changing environmental conditions, adjusting to the desired degree of sun, air, and privacy. Rock walls in many of the pavilions extend outdoors, connecting the home to the Kona landscape. Custom design furniture and interior elements throughout complement the architecture with subtle Hawaiian references. Meet Stony Hill House, designed by Bates Masi and architects. Located in Long Island, New York, Stony Hill House is an eye-catching, thoroughly impressive piece of contemporary architecture. This striking piece of design has been built for a young family. The design of Stony Hill House is directly influenced by the history of its surroundings, the natural landscape, and local vernacular architecture. As a nod to the agrarian backstory of the site, the architects behind Stony Hill House started the project by dividing the plot of land into different zones in the same manner as the parcels of land used for pasture. In the same way as its past use, each zone consists of a different maturity of grasses, however the scale and density of them vary based on the contemporary requirements of those living there. As the site is divided up into zones, so too is the majority of Stony Hill House. The home is split up into smaller volumes, with each one relating to one of the landscape zones and containing a specific function: public, private, and guest or service spaces. Architects have come up with a clever design which consists of interconnected gable structures in reference to local barn vernacular in the region, but slices through them to bring in natural light and provide the traditional architectural with a modern twist. It reflects the past in the material palette it's built with, such as the use of shingle siding regularly seen in the region. Thank you for visiting. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to hear about our latest videos if you haven't done so yet. Stay tuned.